Ever heard the saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure? Well, that's exactly how I felt when I first laid eyes on a 1996 Toyota Camry rotting away in a stranger's backyard. What most people saw as a pile of rust, I saw as a diamond in the rough, a classic car with a story waiting to be told. Today, I'm sharing the transformation of this neglected beauty, and trust me, you don't want to miss the moment she roars back to life. Let me set the stage. It's a cloudy Sunday morning, and I'm scrolling through online classifieds, sipping coffee. Suddenly, I spot her, a 1996 Toyota Camry, covered in rust, paint peeling like old wallpaper, and a description that simply read, "Free. Take it or it goes to the junkyard." How could I resist? You see, my first car was a Camry. She was reliable, tough, and saw me through countless road trips and late night adventures. So when I saw this one, I knew I had to bring her back to life. But as I stood in front of her, I couldn't help but think, what have I gotten myself into? The first challenge was the smell. Imagine wet dog, old cheese, and despair all rolled into one. As I peeled back layers of grime and debris, I discovered treasures: a cassette tape, a rusty coin, and even a half-eaten Twinkie that looked disturbingly fresh. I scrubbed, vacuumed, and power washed until the Camry started looking less like a mobile dumpster and more like a car. Next came the rust. It was everywhere: doors, wheel wells, and even the roof. I sanded, pat, and cursed my way through it, feeling like a sculptor chiseling away at a stubborn block of marble. At one point, I jokingly named her Rusty because, honestly, she was more rust than metal. But with every patch and weld, she started to shine. The engine, oh boy, the engine. It hadn't been started in over a decade, and every bolt was as stubborn as a toddler refusing broccoli. After replacing the battery, spark plugs, and a few hoses, the moment of truth arrived. "Please start," I whispered, turning the key. Nothing. I tried again. Still nothing. It wasn't until I banged on the hood and muttered, "Come on, Rusty, work with me here," that she sputtered to life. It was the most glorious cough I'd ever heard. Finally, it was time to give Rusty a fresh coat of paint. I chose a classic deep blue, reminiscent of the ocean on a clear summer day. Watching the paint dry felt like witnessing a phoenix rise from the ashes. She was stunning. The real breakthrough came when I tightened the last bolt and stepped back to admire my work. I climbed into the driver's seat, turned the key, and she purred like a content cat. In that moment, every scraped knuckle, sleepless night, and can of WD-40 felt worth it. Taking Rusty for her first spin was pure magic. The sunroof worked after some convincing. The engine hummed smoothly, and as I cruised down the road, I couldn't stop smiling. Restoring this car wasn't just about fixing metal and wires. It was about rediscovering my love for the process, for bringing something forgotten back to life. Rusty had her story, and now she was ready for more adventures. So, if you've got a rust bucket sitting in your garage, don't give up on it. Every scratch and dent has a tale to tell, and with a little elbow grease and a lot of patience, you might just bring a legend back to life. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about the journey. See you next time, and happy restoring.